Hello, everyone, and welcome to Spotlight One-on-One. I'm your host, Edess, and today we have the pleasure of sitting down with Assistant Township Administrator William Reyes. William, welcome, and thank you for coming. Thanks for sitting down with me.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing today?
Excellent. Thank you.
Awesome, fantastic. So just to get the ball rolling, why don't we give our residents watching a little bit of your professional background?
Great. So I started my professional career in government about 22 years ago. I started in the city of Elizabeth. Then I went over to the county for a few years. Then I ended up in Morris County and then back into my hometown area of Union County here in Union.
Awesome.
So it's 22 years. It's a great, great times and great places to work. But I got to tell you, this is a great town.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, love it.
I love that you came from Elizabeth. That's my hometown.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you knew,
Yeah,
but
yes.
it's my hometown. So like you said, you've been with our Union family for a year now.
Yeah.
What do you think is the difference between Union and anywhere else that you've been?
Well, the great thing about working in Union, especially here in Town Hall, is that it's a very much almost like a family feel to it. Everyone here works very well together. It works like one of those dysfunctional families, except it's not dysfunctional, but you've got all characters and you've got people of different backgrounds and different specialties, but it all works and comes together. And at the end of the day, has been able to make Union one of the best places to live, not only in the state, but obviously in Union County, has made it one of the most diverse townships in Union County for sure, and also in all the states. So it's just a great place to work. Great people, great professionals, dedicated to the residents, kind of very focused on the fact that we all serve the residents of this great town. And that's why it makes it such a special place to be.
So I love how you pointed out. I think Union is 43rd, ranked 43rd best to live in America. And for our residents, I think it's because of the events. So many events that Union does and has for all of us. So what events do you think our residents could look forward to?
Sure. Well, there's a lot of events, as you know, because if any residents go out to any of our events, they obviously have seen you and other staff members. But it's one of the reasons why we're ranked that high is because of services that obviously we provide, and some of those services include programming, right? And programs and recreational opportunities. And for us, we try to do family based events where you could bring your whole family for a couple hours or half a day or an entire day and be able to come out and enjoy things. So we have things like this weekend coming up. We have the food truck and inflatable programming. Again, it's family oriented. We keep it affordable. And now we then move over to a brand new event that we're having that I'm very excited about, which is the Ciclovia, which is the bike rodeo.
Ooh,
so.
Okay.
You know this, but my heritage is Colombia, and in Colombia they started something called the Ciclovia, which every Sunday in the major cities they shut down streets to traffic, and they allow biking, walking, and cycling, and all that.
Okay.
And then along the routes they have activity stations. So I took that model and brought it over to other towns that I've worked at, and so I'm bringing it here. It's a great event. The police department's working with us to close off a mile of streets that normally have traffic. Well, they won't have traffic that day. And they'll have activity stations all along. So I'm really excited about that. The other thing that we just came out of a meeting about was recreation.
Okay.
We spent a year trying to figure out virtual events.
We did.
Finally, this year, we're able to offer things like the summer camp back, like tennis and other recreational activities that you can still be separated and still have that social distance that's still required, but still be able to be outdoors and be in person. So I'm really excited about the recreational opportunities that are going on for this summer. The other exciting thing that people have been kind of waiting for is we're trying to do 4th of July.
Yes, 4th of July is a
very
big one.
important. I think everybody missed it, last year and everything.
Definitely.
And I know we did outdoor theater. We did the movies instead. But this year, I think we'll be able to do some fireworks and definitely some music, outdoor music. I know May 19th is a big date. The governor already announced that the restrictions and everything have been taken off. So we're very excited, and we were gearing up the entire year, ready to know. We knew that this was coming, so now we're ready. We've got bands in place, we have fireworks in place, we have a lot of new activities coming on that are really going to bring people outdoors.
Exactly.
And that's really what we're talking about, bringing people outdoor. Everybody's sick of being inside, and if they go outside, it's just real quick and come back. Well, we've got a lot of great things coming out that are outdoors for families. So
I'm
exciting.
super excited about that, especially how you mentioned the food truck festival and
Yes.
everything happening. I know we just had an event. It was coffee and cakes with UPD.
Yeah.
And you mentioned how the Union Police Department is getting involved. So can you tell us what was the goal initially behind that, behind putting our community with our cops?
Yeah, so you know that community policing is important, and there is a concerted effort to bring that division back and have a connection with the community and the police department. So when we spoke about this, we said, what good event can we do to start having the community kind of start having conversations with their local officers? And what better way to sit down and have a conversation with someone than a cup of coffee and some delicious desserts and some great food. And Chaffee's restaurant here in the center came out and was the first ones to volunteer to host the event.
That's
We're going to
great.
have the event at other places and other locations, but it was a great turnout. People just came and had conversation with our local police officers and got to see a sneak preview of the bike unit that is going to come on board. That's kind of a sneak peek.
I was just going to
It's
ask,
coming.
can you tell us a little something?
A little bit. I mean, I'm sure you guys will do a whole segment on it. The bikes look great. The uniforms look awesome. It's really a way to connect with the neighbors and in the neighborhoods, and be able to see our finest being out in the neighborhoods, riding around, and you can just stop them, wave them down, and say hello, or if you have a concern, able to speak with them one-on-one. So this is just one part of a concerted effort to really have the community and the police department connecting and having conversations and really engaging with one another. And so, I'm excited for this too. We've met with other organizations, with clergy, all about this community policing, and we're very excited, and a lot more to come. I'm just giving you a quick 10 seconds of what's going on, but I'm excited about it, and so is everyone over at the police department. So
I think that's fantastic, especially the world we live in and everything going on right now. I think it's super fantastic that our police is getting involved with the community, and you're just able to have them right there, like,
absolutely,
hey, answer this question.
And you're going to see them more in events as well, landing tables. We had a great Jazz for Autism event, and the police department, the fire department were there, and EMT. That was very important for us because we need to know everyone that has special needs, family members or children, that our police department, our fire department, and are all trained to deal with situations with special needs folks. So it was important for us for them to be there. It was important for us to have an event that raised money for autism. Our ADA committee is absolutely fantastic. They're very engaged in being part of the community.
They are.
And we know that families come to Union because of the great job that our teachers are doing at schools with special need programs. So we want to also let them know that the police department, the fire department, EMTs, and of course our office and the administration are all working towards making sure that everyone is well trained and has the ability to be able to, in any situation, be able to deal with anyone who has special needs and be able to make a difference and be proactive about the community that's here in Union enjoying the school system, and also that they have a level of comfort of being here that everyone else also has training and is up to date with handling situations with special need individuals. So I'm very proud of that. And of course we keep training and keep doing the best we can. But it's important for us to let everybody know that.
Definitely. That's something to definitely be proud of.
Absolutely.
And while we're still on the topic of community, I know that the senior center was a huge major part in our community.
Sure.
And it hasn't been open since COVID, understandably. Do you see any reopenings in the future for our senior center reopening, or how do you, what do you think about
so let's talk about that. Obviously because of COVID, and one of the most vulnerable populations are seniors, and because of the state regulations, we had to close down the senior center for now more than a year. So one thing I wanted to talk about is that there are plans to have the senior center area be a parking garage that will service the downtown area and the new development that's there. So that we're going to bring more parking opportunities for our downtown, and also give parking to the residents that are just moving into the area. At the same time, we have been actively working for months and months in finding a new location for the senior center.
Nice.
And not only that, but getting a couple of new amenities, a couple new things coming into the building that I think they're going to enjoy. Making sure that it was in an area that was central to all their needs, making sure that the new location had everything that they had before and more. So we've been working on it for months, and we were finally able to just announce that recently, after all the paperwork was signed and all that. But I just want to make sure that all the seniors understand that they're not going to be without.
Great.
They will have a brand new center as soon as we're able to open up. They're going to go into a new center and have everything they had before and a little bit more. And it just, unfortunately, there's people out there, I call them agitators, that wanted to make an issue of this, and it was never even a thought that we would ever close down the center and not be able to have services for our seniors. That was the furthest thing from anyone's mind here in the administration, and we're moving forward with giving the seniors everything that they deserve and that they need as well.
And that's great to hear.
And the other thing that I'm proud of the senior center as well, during this whole entire time, we made phone calls. We brought food out to those who were homebound. Took seniors to medical appointments. Gave them rides when they needed them. I mean, we were still very much active. It's just that the building was closed for health purposes, obviously. So,
which made sense.
Yeah, and I'm also proud that we're actually using that building for vaccines, for testing, for storage of food. So it's still being utilized. It's just that right now the plan is to open the new senior center and have everybody come in and enjoy their company and enjoy new activities and some of the old activities as well. So
definitely.
Yeah, it's
and
exciting.
I'm pretty sure all of our seniors watching are really glad to hear that, the comfort of knowing, okay, well, it's closed for now, but they expect to do more and better for us.
Absolutely.
And I also appreciate you coming down and sitting with us and having this talk. I loved it. It was so informing, and I bet our residents appreciate it too.
Thank you so much.
So thanks for coming. We hope to see you soon, hopefully.
Yes.
And thank you everyone for watching at home. I will catch you next time on the next episode of Spotlight One-on-One. See you later.